Can we save this guy for later? This guy, like, give him like, put him like fourth in line, fifth in line. This guy right here.
That's Mr. Dakota Crown.
That's who that is. And he's gonna troll us. So I'm gonna give you guys, here we go.
Questions for Matt. Did you know Jeff before the audiobooks, or how did you pick him to narrate the books?
Well, he was like living on the streets when I met him. like someone singing in the arms of the
Yeah, he was pissing on you.
That was
like,
later.
oh wait, there's a person on that.
I actually met Jeff face to face the first time here in Kansas City. There was an audiobooks awards ceremony, and I was nominated. Well, I wasn't nominated. My book was nominated. Andrea Parsonell was nominated for the Dominion of Blade series, and it was two years in a row. And we did end up winning the next year for the Hobgoblin and Riot, which, by the way, is about to be re-released because I'm working on book 3. But that's when I met him. This was way back in like 2018, and we became friends after that. And they had a Sound Blue Theater Live is a podcast that they do bi-weekly, I believe, and
Used to be. We're not too busy to do it.
they're very busy because they're doing the Immersion Tunnel, which is just the new episode just released, by the way, like yesterday, of season 2 of Dungeon Crawler Curl, audio drama, full cast.
Soundbooth.app?
Yeah. But that's when I met him, and I was working on Dungeon Crawler Crawl. I just started putting it up on Royal Road, and I had said to him, can we do the scene? And then they read the scene from the Hoarder, and this is still on YouTube. You can watch it. I mean, not the juicer, correct. And you can still watch this on YouTube. So that was the first time Jeff has ever read anything I had written, and right afterwards, we started talking, and he was like, yeah, I want to do Carl. And I was like, yeah, I want you to do Carl too. And he was like, and that's what I missed on. So. Claim my person.
I have a quick one for one of each of you. Start with Jeff. Are your vocal cords insured?
Not yet.
They are by me.
About time. I don't know. You know anybody?
And then Matt, how did you come up with the shoe?
Well, last time somebody asked me that, I said cocaine. My publicist got really, really angry with me. So, I don't know, it's just, whatever I come up with, it's meth.
You gotta change it up, once in a while, build the tolerance.
I have a question for Jeff. So when you do the read-through, is it similar to what you did just now, where you kind of read straight through it, or are you breaking it up, doing sections of character, and then layering it when you create the audiobooks?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so for the characters that I already know, it just plays back in my head. There's not a whole lot of decision-making there. But when I encounter a new character, I sit there and I kind of work it out. But I try to read quickly so that I can get to the recording bit. I don't spend too much time there because also I like to save some of the thinking for the stream. For those of you who don't know, I do a show called Cold Reads, which it's still going to be tepid for season 8, but I'm not changing the name of the show. And I like to make decisions there, talk to the audience, and be like, what do you guys think? So the audience has kind of become part of my process as well for live streaming. Okay, Dakota, let's get Dakota. Oh, okay, this person, and then let's get Dakota.
For both of you, what has been your favorite floor? Not necessarily for the story, but just the design of it.
Favorite what?
Floor. Favorite floor.
Well, favorite floor, at least in floor. My favorite floor design, fuck all of you, is book 4. I designed it in VR. I still have it to this day. I still have my map of it. I actually drew a bunch of things, and then I described I drew it first, and then I described it. So a map of it does exist. One of these days. My favorite to write though was by far was book 7, the back.
Also, fuck all of you, book 3. I love the train design. I followed it. I loved what he was doing with it.
Let's do it again.
Okay, can we get Dakota over here? All right, Dakota, what do you have for us, sir?
Hi, Matt. So you have publicly declared your intentions to write a dragon shifter romantasy with a billionaire protagonist. Can you please tell me more about those plans and when you think it will launch?
So this morning, like literally like 3 hours ago, in addition to the New York Times, I was number 2 on the USA Today list, and the number 1 book was Heated Rival. Which is, somebody has it sitting there. Which, if you're unfamiliar, that book series is a gay hockey romance, and it exploded in popularity. And I was saying, in order to finally get the number 1 spot, I'm going to have to, and before I had been usurped by Rebecca Yarros. So I need to write a dragon hockey romance book. And I'm writing it with Dakota Crown. And there's going to be a billionaire in it, and a mafia boss in it, and it'll be coming out next week. Jeff will narrate.
Absolutely. Listen, that for the fucking world.
So I have a question for each of you. For Matt, who was your favorite side character to write? And Jeff, who was your favorite to voice?
My 2 favorite to write are Samantha and Quasar. For different reasons. Samantha is just pure chaos. And she's one of the few characters where I kind of knew what I wanted to do with her when I first created her. I know what she really is. I know her story. I pants, I make everything up. I go, oh, I have no idea how I'm going to figure this out, but I know what she is. Quasar's fun because I get to come up with all sorts of like creative insults. And he's a lawyer. I always wanted to write like a legal themed book, and it's years of watching Judge Judy. And it's just fun. He comes up with some of the funniest lines. What are your favorites?
Quasar. I mean, like, you didn't say side character, right? You did say,
Yeah.
It's Quasar, for sure. First of all, I don't know why I love doing that voice so much.
I thought that was your natural talking voice.
As you can see. Yeah, but I love fast talking guys. I love to exercise the fast talk because with audiobook narration, you kind of are supposed to slow down a little bit. I guess I don't do that. I don't really do that.
Don't change.
What?
Don't change.
Don't change.
Don't change. So yeah, Quasar for sure. I mean, like he has the best lines. The one about being in the wrong hole and mom's pulling up in the driveway. That's
I just made that up on the spot.
dude. Stroke of genius. No pun intended.
Maybe it was one.
Hi. First off, Matt, thank you for writing all these books. As a 60-year-old grandpa, I just want to say thanks for making us smile and laugh, and I think the world needs a lot more of that right now. For Jeff, I wanted to ask you. I sent an email to your office a couple of months ago, and I was asking, when is Sound Booth Theater going to open up for like tours and stuff?
For tours, like
Or just-
tour the facility.
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of dogs there. I don't know. I don't know that we're ever going to do tours, but the HQ, we're trying to think of all sorts of creative ways, or creative things to do with it. We might start doing like workshops, something like that.
Or I can tweet the address right now. We can just party.
Let's go.
Yeah, you know, we're with the success of Dungeon Crawler Carl. What I plan to do with the money is to expand Sound Booth Theater into something that is more concrete. You know, something that has more influence in Kansas City, right, and can draw young talent. You know, people who want to do audio, who want to do voice acting, who want to do music, any kind of sound stuff. Because, you know, Sound Booth Theater, yeah, we do audio books, but it's for love of audio. You know, and we all want to do money. Money's dope. But yeah, I want to do more with that. I want to do more to expand like what Kansas City does for art. You know, I want to draw in more talent and see what other cool stuff we can do together. So I would say that's not like outside the realm of possibility in the next couple of years. Maybe not a tour, because why? Just come take a class or come work for us or something, you know?
For Matt, how much does your earlier work, so Dinniman of Blades, Kaiju, how much does that play into you writing your most recent works, Dungeon Crawler Carl and Operation Mouse House? And how do you kind of like separate all of him without it all kind of running together?
Well, none of those books are in the same universe except for Kaiju and Dinniman of Blades. But I like to throw little Easter eggs in there. You'll see all sorts of similar ones, such as Monobrow Sam, the Belly Rub Pug, Dr. Metcalf, are things that I like to use in different universes. But it's fun to write different stories going from place to place to place. I wrote Operation Bounce House while I was writing DCC Book 6 and Book 7. I didn't stop writing DCC to write Operation Bounce House. So it was pretty nice to go back and forth. That's not something... What are you doing? I'm answering this gentleman's question. So, it's fun. It's fun for me to bounce around and do different types of writing. Hey, finally a balcony person.
I was wondering, what is your dream cast for when they make this into a movie?
The dream cast had Soul Calibur. No, Soul Blade, yeah. That was my favorite game on the Dreamcast. Sorry.
I never had a Dreamcast.
You did?
No.
Were you poor?
I had parents that wouldn't buy me stuff. I'm actually not allowed to answer that question.
Is that because your dreams might come true?
It's true, or my dreams might not come true, and then the person who does get the dream will be very upset about what I said.
I think Talon Warburton should play Carl, though.
Got another up here.
Thanks a lot.
want to know what ginger hurt you?
I don't need to have been hurt to tell the truth, my friend.
Oh, real quick, Ahmed, he's wearing the pants. The same pants. You got your pants. I think so.
Yes!
Yeah. I just got them.
I don't know what we're talking about, but these Dinniman pants are very comfortable, especially when you're doing like 10 cities in 10 days and you don't have a suitcase. And so you put like 5 of them in a backpack.
I don't know.
Upstairs, other side.
I see it.
Two quick questions, one for Matt. Are you more stoked about people reading your literature, or that the universe has been expanded way beyond your literature, like toys and comic books and RPGs and stuff like that? And then for Jeff, can we get a goddamn donut?
Go ahead.
Matt, you start.
No, you do.
Me?
God damn it, donut!
See this content. God damn it, donuts.
See this, Bomo.
God damn it, donuts.
Say it as Ferdinand.
God damn it, donuts.
It's always the bumps. You know, all this other stuff, all this other crap that we're doing, it's fun and it's amazing and it's great to have things. It was always a dream to have toys made of my work. It was like a bucket list item. But that's not what I want to do for a living. If I could just write the books and not have anything else, I'd be happy with that.
And I say I tend to agree with you. One thing that messes with my brain is that I wish people would read more. And then here I am giving people the option not to. Yeah, that's all code. Look, you don't exercise the same part of your brain when you're listening as when you're reading.
Wow.
You just aren't. Like, you may be experiencing the story, but that's not all. The story is not all there is to writing, right? I think that grammar and syntax and, like, all this, the work you have to do as a reader is important brain food. It's exercise. And I think there's not enough people getting that exercise in order to it should be the one. So any of you guys who've listened to the audiobooks and haven't read it, please do. Please go read it as well. And, you'll still hear it.
Well, again, they are forced to buy a book to get in the door. So.
You've mentioned as part of your process you like to use an audience. How involved would you like Matt to be in the process of describing new characters, and have you ever asked, and Matt, have you ever listened to a new character and been like, that's not what I fucking thought at all?
So I always welcome Matt's input, and the more detail he gives me, the better. Because it's very important to me that what I do has some semblance of what's happening in his imagination already. But also because he tends to fuck with me. And that's a challenge. I love challenges. I love trying new things and stretching my skill set and everything. So I love it when Matt is as involved as he wants to be. Because honestly, that energy too. When the author's excited and cares about what the product is, then I'm even more we're excited, and we just bounce off each other.
Jeff almost always gets it right, and that's, if he gets it wrong, then that's my fault, it's not his fault, because I'm just trying to describe the characters the best as humanly possible, and when you're reading it, you should have a certain voice in your head, and he's very good at doing multiple voices, so when he comes up with a voice, it's almost always pretty similar to what I was thinking. And I've said this before, and it's 100% true, if he doesn't do a voice that I like, then I just kill the character in the next part. But that's true too. But I love fucking.
Usually, if he doesn't like the voice, I also don't like the voice. I'm like, I don't know, I did it. I'm just gonna have to keep going. So when he does that, I'm like, oh, thanks.
But like in book 6, I was messing with them by throwing so much Icelandic in there. And
Danish this time.
In book 8, I've done 2 things, without spoilers. There's some Danish in there. I asked some of my Danish friends to give me lines that would really mess them up. And there's a very long Hawaiian name in there, I don't know if you got to that part. It's like, the name itself is like a paragraph long. It's an actual common name.
I think Donut like commented on it.
Yeah, no, it's actually in there.
Okay.
And also, if you're on my Patreon, you may have read this chapter, but there's a scene where they're singing. Carl and Donut are singing karaoke. And one of the great things about being published with Penguin Random House is now we paid the rights for the song lyrics to be in the book, and we paid the rights for Jeff to sing the song.
He's going to be producing the music. So. Woo!
I don't know how much time we have left.
Got time for one more up here.
Oh man, not everybody in the bottom got screwed.
They get this started.
What about this kid right here? Why don't you, we're going to do this kid right here. We're going to do this kid and then we'll do that. Just shout your question.
We got you, kiddo. Coming your way. Where did you get your inspiration?
We brought in a ringer for a difficult question. First off, how old are you? 11. Have you read these books? Is that your dad?
My shit!
Did I answer your question?
Thank you.
Did you censor the gonorrhea stuff? No, my inspiration, I wanted to be a writer since I was a little kid. I was your age when I started writing. I was writing G.I. Joe and Transformers fan fiction in the 5th and 6th grade. And it's been something that's been with me my whole life. Even if I couldn't make a living as a writer, I would still be doing it. And I didn't make a living as a writer for many years, and I still did it. So that's where my inspiration comes from. And it's a very good question.
We're not going to edge this guy, are we?
All right, that's pretty easy. What's your favorite Kansas City barbecue?
Wait, sorry. Favorite Kansas City barbecue? Is that for me or for him? Yes.
I haven't had any Kansas City barbecue.
Yikes.
I mean, yeah, who?
I just go to St. Louis. I wish I was here longer. I have to fly out in the morning, but I'll come back and Jeff and I will do another event, and then we'll
Definitely do barbecue. Maybe Charmar as well.
Yep.
And maybe we'll do Turkey Leg Man.
Guys, instead of getting barbecue, Matt was here signing over 1,000 books.
Ooh.
But on the St. Louis note, I think we need to kick him out. So, a massive round of applause for Jeff and Matt. We're gonna have our staff members come up here as well. So please stay where you are for right now while we get a group picture. And then I've got a couple of notes before we let you all head out. So please do not rush out the doors just yet. We have Justin and Maisie on stage.